What's up, makeup minions? I'm Witte from Witte Artistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Holly, a little fuzz monster, requested by you guys, because you guys wanted to see a green one, so here she is for the holidays. And this whole makeup is done using blue Squid. It is an awesome body paint that goes on easy and comes off nice. UK brand, I highly recommend it. If you want to get some, there's a link in the description below. But let's begin. If you like me and like my videos, it would mean the world to me if you became a sponsor on my Patreon page. Alright, starting off with blank skin, I am getting prepared to wear a wig for later, so I am just wrapping up my hair with a wig cap. I like to use the nylon ones because I have found that the fishnet ones try to crush your skull into submission, so I just use those. I'm going to be following a reference image of actually a little drawing I made. This particular character is another one of the little monster makeup minions, little fuzz monsters that you guys liked. You liked the pink one, which ended up being named Gumball. So I decided to take your guys' suggestions and do some more, and a lot of you voted for green, so here we are. I have blocked out my eyebrows with glue, water-soluble glue, and I am putting in a base layer of that green from Blue Squid. I am filling in all the little spaces with a mixture of their light green and dark green, and just making sure that it is a nice consistent layer. Alright, onto the eyeballs. I'm going to be applying beauty makeup here because I wanted her to be glamorous and look like she's ready to go to a holiday or a Christmas party. So I applied some primer and also some dark green eyeshadow to the crease. I have tape ready to go to make the nice sharp line on the eyeshadow. This is a technique that I tend to use. You can use beauty tape too, but I just use regular Scotch tape that you tap out on your skin so it gets a little less sticky. Add some more dark green to that crease and feather it out with a fluffy brush. And just keep rinsing and repeating on the add some dark green, blend it on out up towards your eyebrow. You want to make sure that before you start blending and everything, and before you apply eyeshadow, that your tape is the exact same angle on both eyes, otherwise you'll look like a crazy person when you're done. Add a Christmas tree green up to the brow bone and also on the eyelid. And then just keep on blending. The plan here is basically to create dimension using the dark greens and then adding silver to the center of your lid. I am using a NYX lid or lip lingerie, which you can use on your lids too, and then adding some green powder to that just to set it so it has like a silvery light green shine. Time to make some eyeliner, so I'm using a black body paint from Blue Squid, and I am creating just a sharp, nice little line. Seriously, if you have issues with eyeliner, try using a bent brush that's specifically designed for eyeliner. It will save you so much time. I couldn't apply eyeliner with the little pens they come with, so this is a big help to me personally. On to the fur. This is a layering game, as I normally say. So I started off with the mid-tone of the character in that green, and now I am using dark green and a detailed brush just to create hair. I kind of wanted to make a character that looks sort of like Mike Wazowski and the Grinch had a fuzzy little girl baby. So I have this like the little Grinchy legs and the fuzzy feet, and that the head is like the body and the head at the same time. So I'm adding green, dark green fur to the edges of the face. I wanted to make it a little less hairy than the actual Grinch since I wanted it to be a lady Grinch fuzz monster. I am creating a little bit of a widow's peak and blending it outward towards the back of my skull. This is still just that dark green, but I'm going to be switching back and forth to a slightly lighter green. It has to be light enough that it shows up on the mid-tone base we already have down. I'm cleaning up the edges around my eyes. Since I did remove that tape, it did peel off some of the original base green. Alright, on to them wrinkles. I wanted to have less wrinkles than the Grinch because, like I said, it's a pretty little lady. So I created the ridge on the top of the nose, and then the really important ones that are the smile lines around the mouth, because you can't be the Grinch or anything similar without such lines. Adding a little bit more differentiation and colors up in the fur. And I'm darkening the deepest parts of the folds of those wrinkles. I'm just adding a little bit of darker green to them and then blending it outwards. Add some highlights to that fur. This is just with a light green. Whenever you're making fur, make sure you move in the direction in which the hair would grow. If you have issues with this, just look at pictures of animals or or animated characters that are done correctly from like Monsters Inc. or something. And you will see that the hair has a very specific shape and growth pattern based on the shape of the structure it's growing out of. Onto the little fuzzy feet. I want them to kind of come to a fuzzy soft point at the end, just like the Grinch's feet. By the way, how many of you watch all of the Grinches each and every year? I specifically watch the original with my mom on New Year's Eve, or not New Year's Eve, oh my goodness, Christmas Eve every year, which is always a wonderful tradition. But I love the Jim Carrey movie. And on top of that, the remake animated one was actually really good. I was not expecting quality when I saw that, but it actually it hit a lot of good emotional notes. I'm continuing to add more of those highlights up into the fur around my forehead and into my little sideburns. I decided not to have like the beardy part because I wanted it to be more feminine. So I just did it on the bottom of my throat essentially, so there'd be something that would blend in the head to the feet so they actually look like they belong together instead of just plopped on top of the little feet. Just keep adding some more fur. It's just a lot of fur. I mean, I'm just a monster head with furry legs. For the fur, when you want to have dimension, I suggest starting from the bottom of a structure and then working upwards. This will make it look more realistic. Onto my eyebrows. I wanted to have nice Grinchy brows, but I didn't want them to be angry because I wanted this character to be nice and sweet, so I used that dark green body paint, and I kind of created like arched brows, but not like evil brows, with a little bit of fluffy tufts on them to be more Grinchy. Then I am adding green body paint just to the underside of the eyebrow to effectively blend the eyeshadow into where the eyebrow is. Add some more little highlights to those feet. And onto the nose. I wanted to do something that was reminiscent of the Grinch nose, at least in color, but I wanted it to sort of be like a cutesy little dog nose, so I decided to mix a little bit of red in with my green to mute the color and paint it on the tip of my nose, bring it down towards my nostrils, and then outlined it in green, or in dark green. And now onto my lashes. I am using some mascara to make them look really big, and I'm talking about insanely big. I was going to use false lashes, but for whatever reason, they wouldn't stay on. I am still learning how to do false lashes. So I am now applying mascara to the lower lid to really pump up the volume. All right, here's a wig I got off of Amazon that I did treat ahead of time. It was pretty shabby looking, but if you ever want your wigs to look nice, when they look really fake, you just soak them for a really long time in fabric softener. Okay, paint all of you black. Carefully outline the parts that get close to the body paint. This is one of the most meticulous steps with any illusion that I do. But trust me, take your time, it's worth it. You put all this time and effort into the character, you do not want to accidentally ruin it with a stray black line. Now with some green eyeshadow, I am making some more soft shadows into those wrinkles just so I have the Grinchette features. And then blending them out. Add a highlight to the top of the wrinkle so it looks like a little hill, and then blend the highlight out. The highlight is literally just a lighter green. And add some little whisker freckles, and then I decided to add some freckles up on the cheeks because I thought they were cute. Then plop on your Christmas hat. Had to get it just right, you know. And then I wanted a nice pop of red color to match the hat, so I'm using some liquid suede lipstick and plopping that on all nice. I really like the color. I think that really brought the character together, to be honest. Be careful not to overline your lips. And you are all done. I love her. What do you think? Do you think Holly's pretty cool? I think she's cool. But what colors of little monsters do you guys want to see in the future? And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love you all. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. I really appreciate it. I
I really hope you like Holly. I think she's pretty and grinchy and festive. And if you guys are doing anything for the holidays or for Christmas, please let me know in the comments below. I am going to be playing video games and board games with my family because board games are like my thing, and eating an excessive amount of delicious snacks. I'm looking forward to that. Also, thank you so much, Blue Squid, for sending me this makeup. It worked brilliantly and it's so vibrant. And huge shout out to my wonderful Patreon producers. Without you guys, I couldn't make amazing, fun characters like this. And you guys give me fuel. You give me motivation. You give me everything I need to continue. Merry Christmas. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.